Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you the Marvel November for January 2024 solicitations. Boom, baby! And we've got Ultimate Spider-Man up front, and we will talk about that with the new Ultimate Universe. And there's actually been some stuff that has been revealed for that I will talk a little bit later. And we've also got Avengers Twilight on the back, which that is looking pretty interesting as well. So, let us see what January 2024 is going to bring for us. This is kind of cool, Disney-fied Avengers first kind of cover. That's kind of cool there. So, we pop off first looking at Ultimate Spider-Man issue 1. Now this one is $5.99, 40 pages, pretty much what we've been getting for first issues now. The new Ultimate Spider-Man for a new Ultimate Universe. Visionary writer Jonathan Hickman and acclaimed artist Marco Checchetto. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Bring you a bold new take on Spider-Man with this, the debut title of the new line of Ultimate Comics. After the events of Ultimate Invasion, the world needs a hero. Who will rise up to take on that responsibility? Prepare to be entangled in a web of mystery and excitement as the all-new Ultimate Spider-Man comic redefines the wall crawler for the 21st century. And pretty cool looking covers right there. The thing is, we have learned and seen more stuff with this, that this is going to be dealing with a married Peter Parker to Mary Jane. They have 2 kids, so it'll be interesting to see how Peter Parker got his powers, because I have kind of kept abreast of the whole Ultimate Invasion and the creation that Peter Parker was not fit as a teenager, but I don't know what kind of changes has happened in that kind of universe, so we might be getting a thing where he is an old, like, he's married, he's dealing with, like, adult responsibilities, and how that kind of changes him having the spider powers at a older age. So that'll be kind of interesting, and definitely gives fans more of a thing of, hey, he's married to Mary Jane, so we'll see how that kind of works out, and how that dynamic kind of plays out. We've had other alternate universes, and now we've got another alternate universe to look into that as well. We'll kind of see what kind of goes on, because Jonathan Hickman has explained that it's like from Spider-Verse, Peter B. Parker kind of situation. So we'll see how that works out. There's a lot of different kind of interplays that they can do with that, and we'll have to see how that kind of works out for them. Now we get Avengers Twilight, which actually is going to be getting 2 issues evidently in January. So Avengers Twilight, and this is a limited one, 1 of 6. First issue is $5.99 at 48 pages. Second issue is $4.99 at 40. So, Avengers Twilight. In a gleaming new world of prosperity, Captain America is no more. But Steve Rogers still exists, floating through an America where freedom is an illusion, where the Avengers are strangers and his friends are long dead. But is the dream? How do you assemble Avengers in a world that doesn't want them? Plus, a behind-the-scenes look at the making of this issue. That's actually pretty kind of cool. And the second one, with the clock ticking on New Year's Day and the world against him, Captain America must build an army to save America. Will his surviving friends sign up, or is he going to have to lead the ragtag group called the Defenders against the expert military marksman known as Bullseye? And I just really like that cover there, but I also like that it's centered on Steve Rogers, and it's like Batman Returns, old man Steve Rogers doing this, and of course Cap is one that's near and dear to me, and it'll be interesting to see Chip Zdarsky and Daniel Asena. I don't know how to... Asena? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But it'll be interesting to see how that kind of works out. I have not really read much by Chip Zdarsky. Not that I have anything against him. It's just he hasn't been on any of the books that I've been reading. But it'll be interesting to see how this creative team kind of works for it. And it's just centered on Cap doing all this kind of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on. Ooh, and we got a special preview here. And we're looking, and the art looks really good. I like how Steve's depicted. It really looks kind of crazy of Steve having to go and watch Peter Parker die. We see Iron Man as well. She-Hulk, a dead Daniel Rand. We see Black Widow. Things got nutty. And then we see kind of Steve dealing with kind of like the flashbacks and everything. People with like Stark Tech and everything acting like assholes to people. So we'll kind of see what kind of goes on with that. And then we also see Fall of the House of X and Rise of the Powers of X 10 years later. It's like, ooh, that looks pretty kind of cool. And it's kind of cool to see, I think that's Iron Man. Which is kind of different. It's like, what the fuck's kind of going on there? So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on with the X-Men, if you're interested in checking those out. Fall of the House of X, issue 1 of 5, and Rise of the Powers of X, issue 1 of 5, both $5.99. We've got some Cable. Oh, a Cable miniseries, 1 of 4, so check that out if you're interested in Cable. Dead X-Men, 1 of 4. That sounds kind of weird. When the world turned against Krakoa, these 5 mutants lost their lives, but their mission as X-Men is just getting started. To preserve Xavier's dream, they must accomplish the impossible, or die again trying. Spinning out of the Rise of the Powers of X, discover who are the dead X-Men. Okay. Then we got the Resurrection of Magneto, 1 of 4. On Krakoa, resurrection from the dead was as easy as completing a circuit, but Krakoa fell. The time of easy miracles is over, and only the hard roads are left. Now it falls to storm as the epic conclusion to the Krakoan age looms to bring their oldest enemy home to fight against the fall of the House of X. But after all he did and all he has done, can Magneto bear to return? Interesting. Here we go. We got the Amazing Spider-Man detailing what's going on in Gang War for issues 41 and 42. And 41, with all of New York's super underworld fighting for dominance, you didn't think Wilson Fisk, the former kingpin of crime, would sit it out, did you? And then issue 42, the Beetle has stepped up in her father's absence and she's become a very different Janice Lincoln. She's smart, dangerous, and ready to take the big chair. With Spider-Man and others distracted by Kingpin, she just might do it. So that sounds kind of crazy. And then we're getting pretty much towards the end of the Gang War, different kind of miniseries dealing with Shang-Chi, Luke Cage, and Daredevil Elektra. Well, I don't know. I know she took over as Daredevil at a certain kind of point, and then we've got Matt Murdock, so we've got 2 Daredevils. Spider-Woman, that just seems to be dealing with Gang War, not like of a number. Then Miles Morales as well, dealing with Gang War. And if you're into it, Kid Venom is getting an issue. That's cool. Well, series. Oh, Beware the Planet of the Apes. And Jackpot is starting. Also tying into Gang War. Always bet on red. Mary Jane Watson, aka Jackpot, gets her first solo super story since her debut in Amazing Spider-Man 31. New York City is in chaos as the superpowered criminal gangs are at war, and it's all hands on deck. It's a baptism by fire, but come on, this is Mary Jane. What can't she handle? 32 pages, $4.99. So if you're into that and want to check that out, go for it. That's by Celeste Bronfman and Joey Vasquez. Not familiar with either of them. Got a Power Pack 1 of 5. Cool to see that going on. Giant-sized Spider-Man. What the fuck? What is that? Giant-sized 50th. Alright, that's $6.99. Deals with Dylan Brock, Miles Morales, and a reprinting of Ultimate Comics Spider-Man 22. Weird. We got Spider-Man 2099, 1 of 5. That actually gets 2 issues, evidently. The hell? 3 issues? Do they go through the whole thing? There's no way they'd do 5 issues of the whole thing that fast. Damn. We've got Gods issue 4 still out. I would probably rather check out Avengers Twilight more than this. Not that this is bad, but like the whole core concept of Steve dealing with that kind of world really appeals to me. Though I do like Valerio Schitte's art. I love his art in that. Let's see. That guy in the beekeeper suit is holding a thing that's freaking everyone out. A Skinner box is bigger on the inside than the outside. The Avatar makes an enemy on the axis of power. If you save the universe and no one remembers, is it worth it? Maybe. Moon Knight Vengeance of the Moon, Issue 1. Ooh, that looks crazy looking. Let's see here. Clad in the black of mourning, the Midnight Mission remains. But who is left to keep the faith? And how have they been changed by the Black Spectre's masterstroke? The next chapter of Moon Knight starts here as the congregants of the Midnight Mission pick up the pieces and carry on the mission and find themselves faced with a mysterious new enemy in eerily familiar vestments. 40 pages, $5.99. See, Carnage, crazy ass looking Spider-Boy. Sentry 2 of 4, Thunderbolts 2 of 4, and Superior Spider-Man. Let's see here. Time is running out. Only one man can save the day. Well, one man and his army of expendable spider minions. The spider base will be reactivated. Refuel the arachnomechs. Load your web cannons. The moment you've been waiting for the moment you've been trained for has arrived. Suit up, adults. We're going to war. It's like, damn, fucking Octavius with a fucking spider army. Shit. White Widow 3 of 4, Thanos 2 of 4. Hulk going at it. We're also getting, I think, a little thing about like Marvel Meow with like the cats. So that should be interesting if you're really into that. 56 pages at $5.99. Huh. Let's see, Punisher issue 3. That looks kind of crazy, having to deal with fucking vampires, it looks like. Enter the Fear Master. Hunted down by the authorities, the Punisher must face down the one threat that cannot be stopped by bombs or bullets. The terrors inside his own mind. With an innocent life hanging in the balance, can the Punisher escape the Fear Master's deadly abattoir, or will his quest for vengeance be cut short just as his true enemy stands revealed? See, X-Force, X-Men 30, Wolverine 41, 42, Secret Wars, Marvel Voices Legends. Ooh, that looks interesting. Let's see, Cornerstones of the Marvel Universe unite in this jam-packed special. Captain America graces the city skies and dives headlong into the dangers of its alleyways. Misty Knight gets the anniversary treatment as she approaches 50 years of publication history. I didn't know that. Cool. And in a bold tale of corruption, abuse, and the hope that springs eternal, Elijah Bradley makes an explosive return to the spotlight. All this and more from the program that brings you the world outside your window in real time. Marvel's Voices kicks off a triumphant new year of stories. 40 pages, $5.99. Oh, cool. Venom dealing with some crazy stuff. Captain Marvel. Oh, damn. I actually like that cover. That's pretty cool. It really showcases her outfit pretty well. Blaster into the negative zone. Determined to free both herself and the morally ambiguous Yuna from the permanent bond of the Nega Bands, Captain Marvel brings the fight home to the negative zone. Buried deep somewhere inside the topsy-turvy world is the key to breaking the bond, but nothing in the zone comes free. And when Carol ends up on Blastar's doorstep, the disgraced king gets a perfect shot at revenge. Ooh. And then we get Avengers issue 9. Look at that cover. That's awesome looking. The Avengers battle the Twilight Court for the sake of Kang the Conqueror. The Twilight Court wishes to bring Kang to justice, but the Avengers still have need of the comatose Conqueror. Which side can claim to truly be just? That's a very interesting question there. Can't wait to find out the answer. Pretty kind of cool She-Hulk cover right there. And we get Captain America issue 5. New information about Captain America's recent attacker, a mysterious figure known only as the Emissary, has Steve Rogers, Misty Knight, and Sharon Carter scrambling to protect Peace Rally from being this new foe's next target. But how can masters of physical and mental might defend against the supernatural prowess of an ancient evil? Can't wait to see how Cap and Co. fight that. Nice. Okay, that is a gnarly looking Hulk cover there. riding with, let's see here, Incredible Hulk issue 8. The personification of rage and the spirit of vengeance have their own vengeful spirit to conquer. When the Hulk and the undead Ghost Rider of the past finally come face to face with the monstrosity controlling the world devils, a bone-crushing brawl follows. Ooh, that actually sounds pretty cool. I really kind of like that old school Ghost Rider there. Then we get the Immortal Thor issue 6, A Legend from the Past. The All-Father sought answers to his new troubles and memories of old, and to refresh those memories he consulted his Skald, to tell a tale of when young Thor and young Loki journeyed out beyond Asgard, on a quest that would determine the fate of all the realms. This is the story of the Immortal Thor and of his first journey into mystery. Yeah. Ooh, Blade looks like he's dealing with the Hulk. That's not good. Blade teams up with the Hulk to tame the anger within. In preparation to face the Adana once more, Blade must confront the monster he is afraid he is. And who knows better what it's like to live with a monstrous version of yourself than Bruce Banner? We got some Daredevil. Cap Wolf and the Howling Commandos is reaching its end, as is Silver Surfer. We get... Oh, damn, that is a really nice looking cover there with Iron Man Riri. That's great. Invincible Iron Man issue 14. Tony Stark needs more than just an armor to defeat Orchis. He needs an army. And Ironheart build one in time. Who will answer the call? That's pretty cool. Freaking crazy looking Guardians cover there. Damn. As well as Black Panther. That looks gnarly. Let's see. Black Panther issue 8. T'Challa versus Monet. The missing persons case spiraling out of Burnin' T'Chaka worsens, and Black Panther is determined to find out who is behind the disappearances. What does it have to do with Saint Croix's family and their daughter, the powerful uncanny Avenger known as Monet? T'Challa is about to find out. Okay, this Fantastic Four one is crazy looking, and then this other one looks gnarly as well. Fantastic Four 15. I was created by mistake, a mind of mine spread out across the vast swath of humanity, unseen but strong, stronger still every day. The world was confusing, but I learned, I grew. And then the Fantastic Four, the world's greatest heroes, themselves led by the world's smartest man, tried to kill me. They failed, but they showed me they were a threat. They showed me I needed to defend myself. They showed me that the Fantastic Four need to die. And as I strengthened my mind over the world, Reed Richards, Susan Storm, Ben Grimm, Johnny Storm, and Alicia Masters will soon learn there's nowhere they can hide. That sounds nutty. And Fantastic Four 16, which this one sounds really kind of cool. When a teacher shares a list of inventions a scientist from the 1600s hopes future generations would one day make, Valeria and Franklin Richards decide to go for bonus points by taking off some of those unfinished items and inventing the impossible. Okay, what can go wrong here? Enlisting the aid of Joe Venn and Nkala Grimm, the four of them engage in a little amateur mad science that quickly spirals out of hand, like they always do. Do they go to their parents and ask for help? Of course not. A couple of kids can easily fix this, right? According to the couple of kids involved in this series of bad decisions, yes, absolutely, nothing can possibly go wrong. Also featured in this issue, several things going wrong. Yeah, I like that sounding that it's focused on the kids, and I can't wait to see how they kind of deal with that. We got Avengers Inc. going to issue 5. We got Doctor Strange issue 11, looking really kind of cool with what's going on with that crazy astral baby. In the aftermath of the war with General Strange, Stephen and Clea must set things to rights. But what about Clea's new sister? Will they really return her to her warlord parents? Can the Strangers reckon with the legacy of the Faltine? That's a crazy looking Marvel Zombies. We got Aliens, Star Wars. Crazy looking stuff. Stormbreakers. Cool. Got some new omnibuses popping off, but that's about it. I'm mainly looking forward to the new ones that I usually get, but the one that I'm most interested in out of this new kind of set is Avengers Twilight. I mean, granted, I'm Cap, and I'm definitely interested to see how Ultimate Spider-Man kind of goes. Even though I have a history with Ultimate Spider-Man, that's the main one that I kind of latched onto in the kind of earlier days, but I've been enjoying the Amazing Spider-Man as it's been going on as well. But I do like that we're seeing stuff going on the Mary Jane, Peter Parker together kind of front, and we'll see how that kind of works out with the Ultimate line. But a lot of different kind of interesting stuff going on. I'm really intrigued with what I've been getting into. If there's anything in here that you guys are interested in that I didn't really go that in depth in, bring them up in the comments. Talk to me about them. We'll see what kind of goes on. Like, no problems there. There's a lot of interesting kind of stuff, and I can't wait to see how January kind of goes with these comics. So, those are my opinions on the Solicitations. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, what are you looking forward to? What are you like, I'm iffy on? Anything like that. Also, like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.